Alright, so AirPods Pro review. Subjective is key. Now, that sounded better in my head, I'll be honest. But the idea is that subjective, as in like the sound is subjective, and the fit, like sound, if you're an audiophile and these may sound trash, or if you're like me, average person, and these sound great. Or maybe you have a complaint with the bass or something like that. So sound is subjective along with the fit. How's it fit in your ear? You may say it's too tight or it's too big, or maybe the original AirPods fit better. So I'm gonna be kind of going over AirPods Pro over pretty much how it's been over a week or two. I think about I had it for like a week or so right now. Or yeah, I've had it for about a week or so. I did unboxing a few days ago, but whatever. So I'm gonna be kind of talking about everything I've noticed, the features. I'll go over the features, how it's held up in the case, and how it's held up and everything. So let's dive right in. All right, quick review. So there's a few things you gotta know before we start off here. Is that the price starts at $250. Now you can't go on Amazon and get them for about like 190 or $200 because they are on sale pretty much all the time on Amazon. So get like a discount, $50 off. And along with that is that they have active noise cancellation, as you may know, transparency mode, and they also have spatial audio, Dolby Atmos, and everything, all that fancy stuff that the average kind of earbuds have these days. And along with that is a wireless charging case. So you can have your MagSafe on the back. VLLO does charge pretty slowly, but then again, it's an earbuds case, so you're not gonna need to charge that fast. Anyway, it's pretty convenient. So I mean, they also have the lightning here, but I use MagSafe to kind of charge them up. And along with that is that they have 5 hours of battery life. Now, the thing about this is that after 2 years, these things kind of degrade to where you can't even use them anymore. So that would suck, as if these AirPods were perfectly fine, but then you can't use them because, well, the battery, they won't last any longer than like 5 minutes, which would kind of suck. But let's move on here to the fits. Now for me, let me go see here. The fit of these, I think it's fine. It's just that like this kind of area, like here, let me go grab the AirPods here. Okay, like the AirPods, these fit perfectly in my ear. This perfect fit. But since these AirPods Pro are larger, actually here, I guess let's say this part where this vent is at, it's larger than the original AirPods, to the point where like it sticks out, it protrudes out of my ear. And this is where the subjective is key little thing comes in, is that like for my ears are pretty small, so like these are fine, these are great. It's just that the fit for the AirPods Pro are big enough to where it protrudes. Like if I move my ear too much, like kind of around and stuff to kind of adjust it, it kind of falls out. It kind of slowly falls out. But overall, like the tip here is fine. I use the small ones, the small tips. This is fine. It's just like this whole area here, you need some getting used to, at least for me. I have kind of a small ear, so the fit is fine. It's just that, I prefer the original AirPods. Alright, so the sound. So this is when the whole subjective is key thing comes in again with the fit and the sound. I feel like the original AirPods are more bassy. They're more bassy, they got some more bass to them, rather the AirPods Pro are simply not as bassy. They're more clear and crisp, like I said in my unboxing video, but they're not as bassy. Now, there is a fix for this, is that if you use Apple Music, you can go to the settings, and then you can basically have it to where you can change like the different music setting to have it towards extra bassy or more treble and everything. So that's my fix for that. But if I'm using these for music on YouTube, because occasionally I do have songs that are only on YouTube, and I kind of feel like that they're not as good sounding, not as enjoyable to listen to compared to the AirPods, because the AirPods are more bassy in my opinion. Like with these, they do have a better fit, and there is noise cancellation, so you can basically have this music take up the entire noise rather than putting the volume to like max to kind of get the music over the background sounds. But overall, I mean, yeah, they're still good. They're krill. Oh my god, they're crisp and clear. They're just not really bassy in my opinion. And another thing here is that AirPods Pro don't bleed as much. I kind of find that the AirPods Pro don't really bleed as much as the regular AirPods do, which is kind of a plus. So if you're in school and you want to listen to some music, you don't have to worry about people hearing your music and people kind of looking at you going like, what are you listening to? What is he doing over there? So that's a good thing. So moving on here to features. All right, so basically this kind of covers ANC and all the cool, fancy stuff. All right, so with noise cancellation, it's really, really good. It's really, really good. So it's pretty really good. That's much better. So let me put on some music to kind of drown out the noise even better. So, so much better. So this is my first time, like I said in the unboxing video, my first time really having any, noise cancellation headphones, and they're pretty good. It's just that I had one little problem with them. So sometimes ANC doesn't even work. So sometimes like I put, like it'd be on transparency, right? And I put it to slide over and go to ANC, and nothing would happen. It would say it's in it, but nothing would really happen. So I'd have to pretty much take it out of my ear and then put it back in the case, close it, open it back up, put it back in my ear in order for it to basically start working again. And again, with the noise cancellation stuff, is that you have to have a really good fit for these. You have to have a really good, I guess, kind of not as reliable as AirPods are, because with AirPods Pro, you have to have a good fit for noise cancellation to really take into effect. Because if the earbuds aren't fully in your ear, then the noise cancellation isn't as good as if they are fully in your ear, which is kind of common sense, I guess. But I've had it to where I kind of walk around, and they kind of slowly fall on my ear, and then the noise cancellation gets slowly worse to where I can hear voices and I can hear basically everything around me. So it's not bad. It's just this little kind of nitpick with it. And yet again, the fit is subjective. So let's say your ears, you won't notice this kind of problem because your ears, these fit perfectly snug within them. So along with that is that transparency has been great. Basically, transparency lets you kind of hear things around you. It lets inside noise in. It works fine. It's kind of the same thing as having. It's almost the same thing as having normal mode on. So now with the other one, spatial audio, this one I feel like it's kind of gimmicky. So like, I mean, I only use it for movies. Like watching HBO Max, which has been great. I watched the two Space Jams. I watched the first one, then the second one. The second one, it was alright. I mean, come on, LeBron James, come on. So like spatial audio, I mean, you get to move your head around to have like the music or have the sound around you, but come on, who watches movies while having their head turned around? So let's do a little test here. Let's grab our AirPod. This is the AirPod. No, AirPod. This is the iPad, okay? And here's the AirPod. Here's you. Who moves their head around to look around? Like the screen is right there in front of you. Why would you turn your head like away from the screen to kind of see the noise? It being in that direction. Like, okay, so like I don't really get it. So like having sound around you is nice, but like you watch movies facing forward. Why would you need to turn your head all the way around 360 to kind of get the full experience? So I think spatial audio is really only for. I mean, it's nice for movies. It's kind of gimmicky, I think. For music, it's cool. It's just that I mean, I'd rather just have normal kind of music setting, stereo pair. I guess that's what it's called. So spatial audio is really cool. It's just that I don't really use it all that often. It's kind of gimmicky, and not too many services really support it because YouTube doesn't support it yet. So, I mean, HBO Max is there, Apple TV, but I don't really have that, so I can't really give it the full and like the kind of the full info about Apple TV and spatial audio. But overall it's good. It's just it's kind of gimmicky in my opinion. So other than that, let's move on here to the case. Okay, so the case here. I mean, like I said, did I say that? I don't know. So I dropped it once on the concrete after my second day of having these, okay? And I feel like the magnets, it just pop right out. Look at this. No effort. Just look at that. It's just, look at that. It's just. So here with the AirPods, okay? So it's a nice. Okay, maybe not. It's a nice like little snap. Look at this. It goes right in. And then. But then the AirPods Pro, it just fall right out. It kind of seems like they can fall right out. But if I do the magnet test here, so let's see if I can get a good angle. Okay, look at this. So it won't come out. It's just I feel like if you bump them, like if you slightly touch them, like it just kind of. You see that? It's so like loose. I feel like you can just kind of turn them and they come right out. I mean, it's a good thing, so not super stick in there. But I feel like if you drop these, like my first time dropping them. Both AirPods came out of the case. They came flying out of the case. Now I never had this happen to my regular AirPods, but with the AirPods Pro, like when I dropped them once, they came flying out of the case, and I have actually some marks here. Let me see if I can get a good look. And on the case itself, I have like some dents over here on the bottom. You probably can't see that. No, the camera doesn't want to do its job. But yeah, I feel like the case isn't very magnet-y. It's very loose. These come out really easily. No effort at all. And let's say, oh, why don't you just replace them? Buy a new one. Well, if you don't have AppleCare Plus, then these will cost a case, not AirPods. Take this out. Okay. Just a case costs $90 for the case. You better have insurance. You better have AppleCare. So I don't feel like paying $90 for this. They work fine. It's fine. I mean, it's just that you're gonna need to get a separate, let's say, speaking clear case for these, a separate case for these AirPods, or for the AirPods case itself, the case for the case, because these just come out so easily. But other than that, the case is fine. Wireless charging, very nice. It's just that this kind of little magnet problem, I think, and how they're just too loose. So last thing here, in conclusion here, the AirPods Pro are great. They're solid, great. Solid, great. It's a new rating there. So yeah, they're great. It's just the fact that there's some slight, I mean, they're good. Over the past week, I haven't had any problem with them besides the case magnet stuff and ANC not working. But overall, they're fine. I kind of recommend you picking them up if you need Apple earbuds, or if you need, I guess, Pro earbuds, and if you have an iPhone, these will work great. It's just the fact that just some slight hiccups here and there, but overall, great earbuds. Hopefully Apple comes out with their AirPods 3. Let's see what they do there, and that's kind of it for this whole video. See you guys next one. Peace.